Hello, friend, and welcome back. Today I'm going to share a quick pattern interrupt tool. Let me present my quote journal. So I've used a quote journal for over 15 years. This has got to be at least my fifth quote journal. So what is it? This is a book where I collect quotes that I like from movies, quotes from famous people, things I hear people say. It's a journal that I dedicate completely to quotes. This is empowering quotes, like feel-good stuff. We can also supercharge this. So on those really mentally heavy days, we can use this as a pattern interrupt tool. So this kind of is going to feel like a cross between a craft day and a therapy session. It always leaves me feeling just a little bit better, and it can offer a big bang for the buck because even in just 3 to 4 minutes of quote journaling, you can start to feel the mental shift. Let's take a look at the high-level overview of this 3-step process. So step 1 is just to identify which emotion you want to work through. So what is mentally robbing you of your peace? And step 2, we're going to go out to the internet. We're going to find quotes about that emotion, and we're going to look for quotes that are going to soothe the soul, quotes that are going to tell you all the comforting things that you want to hear. And then the last step, step 3, we're just going to write those down in our journal. We're going to say them out loud, and then we're going to savor them like a delicious meal. So what's the high-level result of this? You know that negative committee that meets in your head? Those mental jerks that are always whispering terrible and demoralizing things in your ear? Well, what this does is it turns up the volume on the mental cheerleaders, the voice of the sage, the voice of empowerment that's whispering in the other ear. If you don't already have some type of a quote journal, you can buy these really inexpensively just about anywhere. Craft stores, the dollar store, office supply stores, the internet. A spiral notebook will work. Even a 3-ring binder will work. So grab whatever you're going to use for this exercise and let's go. Let's start with step 1. Let's identify some emotions. Maybe you can identify exactly what you're feeling right now. So this is going to be a really easy first step for you. And if not, it's completely understandable. Cancer creates an ocean of emotion. And if you're having a hard time pinpointing one specific emotion, it's probably because you have about 20 of them that you're getting attacked with all at the same time. I have a couple journal prompts that I'm going to share in the comments section of this video. And they're the journal prompts that I use when I'm working through identifying what the strongest emotion is. So let's do one together. For our example today, let's work through worry, because I know from the moment we were officially diagnosed, we've all had an unhealthy relationship with worrying. So let's start with step 2. Let's go to the internet for some help. On your phone or computer, go to Google and type in quotes about blank. And then just fill in the blank with your words. So for today, I typed into a Google search browser, quotes about worry. And I like to use the images tab in Google so I can see the results displayed beautifully. Let's move on to step 3, and this is the funnest step. Now we just look for our favorites. This is like shopping. We look for the quotes that have the answers to our word that we selected. Like what quotes feel comforting and inspiring. Next, we're just going to fill a page in the journal by putting our favorite quotes into the journal. And sometimes, as you can see, I'll write them in the journal. And I'll change out the color just so it looks interesting and they're separated. Sometimes I print them and I'll tape them in. Sometimes I go all out and I'll doodle art them in there. As you're writing these in your journal, say them out loud. Make this creative. because creative energy is healing energy. And we want the repetition here. We want to say these over and over again, and we want to say them out loud so you can hear this in your own voice. Say it a few times. Now, just for fun, let's look at what's going on behind the scenes here. Because remember, negative thinking is way easier than policing your thoughts and redirecting them. This takes constant dedication to the work. So the entire process, right? The looking for the quotes, the collecting them like precious gems, reading them out loud, even saying them in your own mind. These are all pattern interrupts that are keeping your mind busy on mentally empowering things. And these quotes, these are our pre-approved messages to the unconscious mind. So let's take a look real quick at what is going on long term. So going back to our example of worry. When worry re-enters the mind, as it will, many, many times again, quote therapy just gives us a brief glimpse of a more positive thought choice. It's a rewiring tool that brings the mental cheerleaders forward. You can even just flip through the journal throughout the day and get a little dose of positive mental fuel. As you read the quotes, it's like a personal cheerleader designed just by you, telling you exactly what you need to hear to feel just a little more positive about the situation you're in. You know they're going to work because these were hand-selected by you, for you. It's the perfect gift for yourself. In closing here, there's always two voices, the one that lifts you up and the one that tears you down. Which voice is louder just depends on which one you feed. The quote journal, this is just a way for you to mentally feed your mind with something positive. Cancer brings on a lot of heavy emotions, so I recommend 2 to 3 servings of positive mental fuel per day. Quote journaling definitely offers you one of those servings. I hope the quote journal is going to give you a distraction from the overwhelming feelings that you're processing, and that it gives you the opportunity to hear some more positive voices, ones that are cheering you on. Thank you for joining me here today, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Until then, may you find some peace in your journey today.